You have something to sell, but you've got one major problem. You're not making sales. You've got followers, you've got subscribers, but you don't have buyers. And if that's you, then I want to help. In this video, I'm going to show you 15 copywriting frameworks to help you make thousands of dollars. If you're new to the channel, then welcome. My name's Brandon, and this is Creator Fuel. This is the place where I help people like you build freedom-fueled online businesses. If you want to replace and go beyond your 9-to-5 income and really build a business that you and your family can enjoy the freedom you so deeply desire, then you are in the right place. I'm so excited for you. And if that's your thing, if that's what you are trying to build, then I've got a free gift for you, just my way of saying thanks for being on this video. If you go to creatorfuel.net/challenge, you can join the 7-day Build Your Online Business Challenge. In that challenge, I'll help you identify your ideal business, I'll help you build a content strategy plan, and I'll help you build your first funnel and offer so that you can start making money right away. All that and more, creatorfuel.net/challenge. Join the challenge today. All right, let's jump into these 15 copywriting frameworks so that you can stop crying yourself to sleep because you're not making sales. Or, just make more money and be happy. Yes, I know, a little dramatic. Just so you know, also, I'm going to leave a link for you to be able to go find this resource. It's free, available for you to grab. You don't have to opt in or anything like that. It's free. So the link will be in the description if you want to check that out. But let's jump into it together. I'm going to give you some examples of how I've used some of these, and we'll just talk through it and hopefully give you some good insights on how you can use this for your product. Okay. The FAB framework: features, advantages, benefits. The FAB framework. Such a nice name. What does that stand for? Features, advantages, benefits. Feature: what can you or your product do for the reader? What are you doing for them? Well, this is like a newsletter example. I share 5 actionable copywriting tips every week. The advantages: why is that helpful? Well, rather than spending hours searching on your own, I curate the best copywriting tips for you in one place in an easy to digest format. And then benefits: what does the reader get out of it? What is the end result for them? You'll become a better copywriter, grab attention, engage your readers, and drive more sales. The big thing about copywriting is trying to get into the head of your ideal customer. What are they getting out of it? It's not about you. It's about what's in it for them. So what do they get out of it? Here's what you're providing. Here's why that's helpful. And that really middle one, advantages, it's really thinking through angles of how your product is helpful to people. When you're doing this, when you're plugging stuff into this framework or any of these frameworks, it's a good idea to just make a list of bullet points, ideas, and then you choose the most compelling one. Features: here's all the features. Here's how I can describe them in the most precise way. Here's the advantages. Here's what it's going to help them with. Here's what it's going to avoid them having to do on their own. Benefits: what's the end result? What are they trying to do? Because that's really what's in it for them. That's what you need to sell, is the benefits. Not, I'm going to provide in this online course 30 hours of in-depth training. Well, that might even be a turnoff. Instead, what's the end result that training is going to give them? Okay, the FAB framework. Number 2, the PASS framework. This is one of my favorites. And it's the reason why I love it so much is it's so simple. PASS: problem, agitate, solution. I've used this in multiple ways, and I'm going to show you here in a minute, but here's what it is. Problem. Pretty self-explanatory. What's the pain point your reader has? You know copywriting is important for your business, but you're not a writer. You don't know where to start. Okay, that's the problem. Where do I start? It's overwhelming. Agitate. Well, how could this pain point get worse? So you're being kind of unkind, but not really. But you're just really... you're placing the problem within the stakes that are at play here. What could the implications of that problem played out further? What could that result in? Well, when a reader arrives at your site and isn't hooked by your copy, they'll bounce without purchasing. You'll have followers, subscribers, but no buyers. Solution: how does your product solve it? You get 5 actionable copywriting tips every week to become a better copywriter and convert more of those visitors into customers. This is the framework I used in starting this video. You have a product to sell, but you have one problem. You're not making sales, right? That's problem. Agitate. Well, you've got followers, you've got subscribers, but you don't have buyers. That's not helping you, right? Solution. I'm going to give you 15 copywriting frameworks to help you convert more of those followers and subscribers into buyers. The video is the solution. Additionally, in one of my first course launches, it was my first course launch, I used the PASS framework as pre-launch content before I launched my course. So the week beforehand, I did an article on the problem, and then I did an article on agitate, and then I did an article on solution. You can see my subject and the emails that went out promoting these. My heart broke when I saw this preaching. This is for my other online business called Preach and Lead. At the time, it was for Rookie Preacher, but it was for a course I still sell today called Sticky Sermons Academy. My heart broke when I saw this preaching. He had no passion, no urgency, no nothing. It was dead preaching. And then agitate. Okay, top 10 mistakes preachers make in sermon delivery. And then the solution was improve your sermon delivery, 5 unexpected steps. And in each one of these, I'm teasing that, hey, I've got something coming next week that you're going to want to pay attention to, even in the solution. So problem, agitate, solution, and then I come through with the rest of the launch. And that first launch netted me over $10,000 in sales. It was awesome and so great. And I love that course because it still sells thousands of dollars every year today. So the PASS framework, it's one of my go-tos. I love it, and I know you will too if you do the work and think through, okay, what is the problem that my ideal customer has, and how is my product a solution? And in between presenting the problem and the solution, you make the problem even worse. You pull at tension. You give them the stakes. What are the implications of this problem, and how is it played out? Okay, number 3, the BAB framework. This is another simple one that is so effective. Before, after, bridge. Okay, a problem your target audience has, you don't have time to learn how to improve your copywriting skills. All right, well, imagine a world where this problem is solved. You'll learn learn new tips and best practices in less than 5 minutes each week. Well, how do I do that? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if you could save time? Wouldn't it be nice if you said goodbye to your 9 to 5? Wouldn't it be nice to no longer have to say, hey, boss, can I take this week off for PTO? I've got the PTO, but can I take it off? Because I got to check with you. Wouldn't it be nice to no longer dread Monday? Well, how do I do that? How do I get to that imagined world to become my reality? Well, here's the bridge. Explain how to go from before to after. And that's where your solution, your product comes in. Sign up for Right On and start receiving new copywriting tips in your inbox every Wednesday morning. This is from Joe Portsmouth. Again, the link is going to be in the description for how you can get access to this, bookmark it, and use it for yourself. Before, after, bridge. Think about your niche. Think about your product. Think about the thing that you're trying to help people overcome and achieve. Well, before, this is where they were, where they want to go, and your product is the bridge. Whatever it is. Think about that. You could think about this. What did it look like for me 5, 10 years ago, a year ago, before I learned the things I learn now that I packaged together into this product or in this coaching offering or this membership site or whatever it is? Before, after, bridge. Number 4, the 3 reasons why framework. Why are you the best? Why should I believe you? And why should I buy right now? How do you differentiate yourself versus competitors? I've generated over $50 million in email marketing revenue throughout my career with effective copywriting. That is awesome, right? Well, why should I listen to him? Well, he's got the proof is in the paper, right? Why should I believe you? Well, highlight your social proof and testimonials. I grew my newsletter to 2,700 plus readers in only 3 weeks. And the implication is, well, you could too. Why should I buy right now? Emphasize pain points or push limited time offers. You can get 346 free copywriting tips when you sign up today. 3 reasons why. The framework. STAR, story, solution. I've used this and I love it. It's really helpful. Introduce the star of the story. John works full-time as a marketing director at company XYZ. Story. Tell a relatable story about a problem the star is facing, because people will see themselves in the story of this star named John. But John doesn't want to work full-time forever. He wants to build his own newsletter business. Oh, I resonate with John, right? Because I don't want to work full-time forever either. Solution. Introduce a solution that helps solve the star's problem. By signing up for Write On, John learned copywriting skills that showed him how to grab attention, engage readers, and build his email list. And again, the implication is you can too. It's a way to provide social proof in depth. The framework. The DPM, desired outcome, pain points, and objections. So what's your reader's end goal? You want to generate more sales for your business with automated emails. What are the pain points? Show how you solve their pain points. By using these 15 proven copywriting frameworks, you'll never be stuck staring at a blank screen again. Objections. Crush the most common objections. These frameworks, listen, they've been tried and tested for 7+ years and have helped me generate over $50 million in email marketing revenue during that time. So you can use these. Desired outcome, pain points, objections. What are the objections that your ideal customer has on why they believe yet another coaching product, another course, another digital product, another membership site, or whatever it is that you're selling, another one of those, what is their objection to why they believe that won't work for them? What is it for them that they're trying, like, I just can't see it. Deal with the objections, and you will create more buyers. Number 7, the AIDA framework: attention, interest, desire, action. So an interesting statement that gets attention. Copywriting is the most important skill you can learn for your business. Interest. Keep the interest with a supporting and relatable statement. Over 95% of your website visitors are bouncing and not purchasing because your copy is not engaging. Desire. Explain how the product solves the problem. One of my newsletter subscribers saw a 15% uplift in conversion rate just by tweaking their headline copy. And action. Tell them how to get the offer. Want to learn how she did it? I'll break down the case study in next week's newsletter. That's perfect. And you can use any of these frameworks, not just for a sales page, not just for sales copy on an email, but on social media to get someone to sign up for something, a free offer, a lead magnet, a newsletter, to watch a video, anything, to take a survey, whatever it is, right? You think about these things and you start to see, how do I unlock people's desires and meet their needs with the product that I have? How do I serve more people? That's what this is all about. The ACA framework: awareness, comprehension, conviction, and action. So awareness, you create awareness of the problem. Did you know only 20% of your readers read beyond the headline? Okay, comprehension. Explain the problem in more detail. Your readers are constantly facing content overload. If you lose their attention for 1 second, they're gone. Conviction. Why they should do something to solve this issue. Show how you can help. With these 25 proven headline formulas, you won't have that issue. Action. What do they need to do to solve the problem? Sign up to get your free headline formulas. You can see how this is so effective. It walks them through on how to make the action and take the action that you want them to take. The P framework: problem, promise, proof, proposal. So problem, introduce the problem you solve. Do you stare at a blank page when you sit down to write? It probably takes a long time to get started. Everyone relates to that. Promise, make a promise about how you solve that problem. You can hit the ground running and write faster with copywriting frameworks. Proof, provide testimonials, case studies, and other forms of proof to back up your promise. I've used these same frameworks to generate over $50 million in email marketing revenue. Proposal, make an offer that pushes the reader to take action. Sign up and download my free ebook with 15 proven copywriting frameworks. Again, it doesn't always have to be used for a sales page, but it can be used for a sales page. Problem, promise, proof, proposal. In one of my course landing pages, my sales page for one of my courses, I use this PPP framework. turn your preaching struggles into preaching strengths. That's the problem. Your preaching struggles. I go into more depth. Do you feel like you have more preaching potential than you're currently tapping into? That's the problem. Do you struggle? Okay, problem again. Do you struggle with these things? But what if you turn these areas of struggles into strength? That's the promise. That you can, a process designed for you and your context. You can write sermons that are focused, easy to remember, and all the rest. And then the promise is, captured in the course, and then I provide proof. See, this is all still promise, proof. We got a testimonial. Problem, promise, proof, and then purchase. You can get it today. Got two options. This anchors this price to be better because it's so much higher. So a lot of people buy this, but they can still get that. More for, pricing psychology. We can do more of that on another video. Problem, promise, proof, proposal. The SLAG framework. Stop, look, act, guarantee. What does that mean? Stop. The headline or opening sentence grabs the reader's attention. 2,700 plus people downloaded my free copywriting swipe file in the past 3 weeks. Look, the offer or benefit that makes the reader want to keep reading. It contains 346 copywriting tips. Act. Tell the reader what to do next. Grab your free copy. Guarantee. Remove the risk. You can unsubscribe at any time. Just keep that in mind, right? And if you're selling a course, you can guarantee, hey, in the first 30 days, if you don't like it, I'll give you your money back, no questions asked. Guarantee. It takes away the risk. It takes away the perceived like, oh man, I don't know if this is going to work. Do I fork over the money? You got to deal with people's objections, the risk that they're dealing with. They're spending their hard-earned money if it's a paid product, right? Or they're giving you something that is really personal, their email address, so that you can interact with them as often as you send them emails, right? You can unsubscribe anytime. If I get to be annoying or you find that you're not interested in this anymore, you can unsubscribe. The CCCC framework. Clear, concise, compelling, credible. Use language that is easy to understand. Become a better copywriter in less than 5 minutes a week. Concise, be short and to the point. With 5 new copywriting tips every Wednesday. Compelling, use strong arguments and persuasive language. Plus, you'll get 346 free copywriting tips when you sign up today. So you can start writing better copy instantly. Credible, back up claims with proof and or data. I've got 2,700 plus readers that have already signed up in the last 3 weeks. You can be one of them. Other people are already taking advantage of this. You should too. That kind of a thing. The PBFS framework. Problem, benefit, failures, solution. Again, you can just think about how you think about your product and start plugging in those things in your copy. And this is a way to continue to sell in different ways in your content, in your emails, through a launch week, whatever it is. Use these copywriting frameworks for anything you're trying to persuade people to take an action on. Problem, here's your problem. Your copywriting isn't generating sales. Benefit, imagine if 1% of your email list purchased your product tomorrow. People can already start doing the math. Okay, I've got 10,000 email subscribers. 1% of that would be 100. If 100 people bought my $100 product, that's what? $10,000? $100,000? $100. $10,000. Sorry, math, Failures. Here's why you've tried what you've tried, and here's why it's failed. It's one thing to read the best copywriting tips. You've done that, but it's another thing to put them into practice. I'm going to help you. Solution. Each week, I'll send you 5 actionable copywriting tips that you can put into practice immediately. Again, dealing with people's objections or why they might not, their barriers to entry, deal with those. Because when you do that, you build more trust that they believe, they start to see that you understand them. And when they feel understood, they'll open their wallets. Number 13, the SCQA framework. Situation, complication, question, answer. What's the current state? All right, here's your situation. You briefly tried doing it on your own, hiring cheap freelancers and even testing out an AI tool or two. Complication, what needs to change? The problem is Those are half-butt attempts at writing better copy. You need to practice consistently. Question, how can you solve the complication? So how are you going to turn things around and form a consistent habit of practicing your copywriting skills? How are you going to do it? Question, answer. Explain why you have the answer. Put 5 new copywriting tips into practice each week by subscribing to Write On and learning alongside 2,700 plus other readers. I love that. Situation, complication, question, answer. If you hit the first one right, the rest will write itself. Here's where they're stuck. Here's their situation. They're just starting out. You've tried building an online business, but you've spun your wheels on trying different strategy after different strategy after different strategy, and you found yourself just not making any kind of traction. Well, what are you going to do? How are you going to overcome that and build a business that can get you out of your 9-to-5 job that you don't like? Here's how I'm going to help you. Join the 7-day Build Your Online Business Challenge at creatorfuel.net/challenge. See how I did that? Just right off the bat, right off the top of my dome. Like, I didn't think about that ahead of time. It's just right there. These frameworks help you write copy, and not just any copy, but copy that converts. Number 14, the 5 basic objections framework. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. It won't work for me. I don't believe you. I don't need it. Okay, you got a very skeptical crowd. Okay, in the middle of a launch, you might do this toward the end because people are like, I just don't know. Crush the objection. Improve your copywriting skills in less than 5 minutes each week. You don't have enough time? Well, it takes 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. I don't have enough money. Well, it's free. Well, that's easy, right? Other ways, for a course that's paid or a product that's paid, you could talk about the cost of not doing it. I don't have enough money. Okay, you don't have enough money to keep not making money? You think about that. It won't work for me. Samantha, she did it. You could too. She was just like you. I don't believe you. Well, other people have believed me, and they've gotten this out of this. This is where social proof is huge. I don't need it. Well, okay. Are you sure? The best athletes in the world still have coaches. You don't think you can improve your copy? You must be David Ogilvy reincarnated, famous copywriter. You still need guidance, which is why you're on this video, right? Which is why you're looking at the thing, whatever it is. The PASTOR framework. Problem, amplify, story, testimonial, offer, response. This is a great one for a sales page. Problem. Are you not getting high engagement on your posts? Amplify. It's hard to grow if you cannot hook your readers throughout an entire piece of writing. Story. I remember when I first started writing on Twitter, it was like talking into a black hole. My writing was atrocious when I started out. Testimonial. But then I started studying the best writers on the internet and picked up on some copywriting trends. Offer. I scoured the internet every week for the best copywriting tips, and I still do it today, so you don't have to. And I compiled them into an easy to read, easy to digest newsletter every Wednesday. Response. So what do you say? Sign up today. So there you have it. This was Joe Portsmouth's 15 copywriting frameworks, and I promise you, if you have a product to sell and you start using these frameworks, you will start to see serious traction in turning those followers and subscribers into buyers. But maybe you're thinking, I need more followers, I need subscribers, I need people seeing my content so that I can start a relationship with them, so that I can serve them better. If that's you, then check out this video where I talk about how I generated 431,000 views on YouTube in 19 days with a small channel so that I can grow my business. Not just for the views, but for the back end of what I'm trying to offer them. Go right here so you can see how you can use YouTube to grow your business. Go right here. I'll see you there.